Entrepreneurs, when it comes to managing a business, it is so much different and so many more things than you really thought about. Honestly, most people, when they think about running their business, we think about all the benefits. We think about having our own time, nobody telling us what to do, not reporting to somebody. Sometimes we think about those managers and those supervisors that we've watched make stupid decisions, and we think about all kind of things, but we never think about everything that can go wrong. And I'm here to tell you, if you run and own your own business, things are gonna go wrong. They are going to go wrong fast, and they're going to go wrong often. You're gonna find yourself every day with a different dilemma, especially if you are blessed and one of those entrepreneurs who can actually hire people, because you can't control people. So that's why when I tell people, look at your job and look at it differently, I'm not trying to talk you out of running and owning your business, but I'm trying to talk you into thinking, into being intentional about your expectations and realistic about your expectations. Often we think, like I said, about the rose part, the how good everything is going to be and you're going to be in charge. But do you know what it really means to be in charge? Instead of going to less pressure, because you probably feel pressure at the job, let's face it, when somebody has the ability to hire and fire you, there is a sense of stress and pressure that you can't even imagine. But what if you're the person in charge? Have you ever fired somebody? Have you ever been in charge of letting somebody or their financial future being held in your hand? It's not as easy as you think. So while you're looking at everything and while you're critiquing your managers, all I'm telling you is to give it a second look. Look at it from a different angle, from a different perspective. You're missing something. I tell people all the time, I'm not taking up for management. Right now, I am not. At my current position where I work, I am not in management and I am happy. I will be moving there, but hey, you guys know I'm too busy building my empire at the same time. However, the key is I look at it and I try to think about what they could be thinking. Management has so many different levels. If you got to be thinking, and that's why I always talk about with entrepreneurs, because when I watch them, many of them cannot think about next year because they're so focused on right now. And I always challenge them, and I challenge their thinking and say, wait a minute, you're the entrepreneur. It's your company. You cannot be that one-sided. You don't have the luxury anymore of just thinking about one thing. See, when you work for somebody, think about it. You're the employee. And when they ask for too much, you always say, what? I can only do so much. I'm not going to do this. They're not going to stress me. I'm not going to do all of that. Well, what about when it's your business? You got to think about the budget. You got to think about the right now sales. You got to be thinking about the marketing campaign for next year, for the next month, how you're going to attract that new line of business. You have to think about it all. And if you're not thinking about it, by the time it sneaks up on you, the money that you see in the bank will be money that used to be in the bank. It is so much to running a business. That's why I encourage, I promote, don't do it on your own. I don't say it just to get business, because I've had to fire some clients. And trust me, even if I felt like they were wrong or I wasn't sure about it, I still never stopped thinking about them, because they're people. And I always wanted them to understand where I was coming from. Some of us, we've been able to come back together and we've been able to mend fences, and others, they don't talk to me. So it's not that easy. It's your girl, the Queen Bee. Let's do business better. Bye-bye. Give it that second look.